in Amazing Grace and Pure Grace. And then we have the newest additions, and that is the infusion of a touch of rose.
That's exactly right. And we have come out with two from the matriarchs. I love that. Have come to their daughters, and as we really began to think about rose, you know, so many customers were requesting, could you do a philosophy version of rose that's more modern and updated? And we said, you know, that's a great idea. And we started with Amazing Grace, you know, this beautiful fragrance that you see here, #1 fragrance in the United States.
Wow.
And we thought, if there's a place to start, it would be Amazing Grace, because if you close your eyes and you think about Amazing Grace, you think about ballet slippers, you see pink somehow, and you see this kind of feminine approach. We said, why not take that and extend it with rose to Amazing Grace Ballet Rose?
Well, and this is choice #1, and
Yes.
we're calling this one the Ballet Rose, so that's the duo you get. I have to say, I know I'm not supposed to probably pick favorites.
You can have a favorite.
But this Pure Grace Nude Rose, I was sitting in a room upstairs in the building with Amy Strand and Marilyn Meyer, and we were getting, you know, an education on the new scents.
Yes.
And I fell in love.
Yeah.
So this is the choice #2, which we're calling the Nude Rose choice. So you'll be getting the Nude Rose, and then you'll also be getting the Pure Grace. And we talked about Pure Grace a little bit earlier in the 3-in-1. It's clean. It's fresh.
Clean. And so this is a whole new version of clean in the Pure Grace Nude Rose. We discovered another rose that we loved. The intention was only to bring out one, but when we saw this, we said, oh my gosh, this is the daughter of Pure Grace. We found a rose that I'll talk about a little bit later called the Blush Rose. It only blooms in May, Katie.
Oh.
And we surrounded it with orange blossom, solar musk, and greens. So it's a whole new version of clean that's bright, it's sensual, it's just effervescent.
Well, this is new this month, this duo that you have the choice of. And Kevin, how many did you say had two? That's what I thought. I wanted to make sure 2,000 have been picked up. This is the last day of the month. This is the last day that we have it for you. The featured price, $61.12. Free shipping and handling on all Philosophy until the end of the day. Your 6 easy payments here for the duo will be $10.19. At retail, one of these is $49. So if sold separately, $98. You're able to pick it up until the end of the day, $61.12. We have it available on auto delivery if you'd like. That would come home to you every 6 months for 1 year. You lock into the feature price. You lock into the easy pay. It's a 346-729 if you'd like to do that auto delivery. But these scents, no matter which duo you choose, light, refreshing, invigorating. And when we talk about that Ballet Rose, the first time I smelled it, I immediately thought of a spring day and that drop of dew on a rose. That's what it smells like.
Totally. And you know, my husband and I were recently in Spain. We're in a beautiful place called Sevilla. And we walked through a rose garden, and it was just, there was a little breeze, and there was this wafting of roses, and I swear it smelled just like Amazing Grace Ballet Rose. We're using that Turkish rose. We're surrounding it with dewy peony, a little bit of jasmine, and if you can believe it, there's something called a sheer pink ballet musk that goes with it, that gives it this warmth. This scent is modern, it's elegant, and it's approachable.
You said the perfect, it's warm.
Yes.
I think sometimes we think roses and I think, oh my goodness, is it going to be overpowering like when we walk into a florist? That's not it at all. It's soft, it's elegant, it's understated, and there truly is a warmth. I mentioned you know, that little drop of dew on the rose. It's also that little ray of sunshine that comes in and just kind of illuminates it and warms it. That's what that smells like.
It's the first bloom of that beautiful Turkish flower with a little bit of dew on it. It's just got that wonderful feeling. So when people walk up to you, they won't say, I just love your rose fragrance. They'll say, you smell so good. And it comes from the amazingly clean, beautifully feminine, soft whisper of floral, Amazing Grace.
One of the kind of beginning launch items of this entire Philosophy brand. So you have the choice of the Ballet Rose with the Amazing Rose, but then you can also choose the Pure Grace with the Nude Rose. And the reason that I think I fell in love with the Nude Rose is that it does have, it's a little bit of a clean, fresh, you know, I mentioned that with the Ballet Rose, there's a warmth. With the Nude Rose, it's almost just like that little pick-me-up, that little, oh, wait a minute.
Totally. It's this clean, fresh, like Katie said, bright, sensual fragrance that is a whole new version of clean. So if you love soap and water clean, one of the hosts here told me she likes to mix Pure Grace and Pure Grace Nude Rose just to augment that clean. I love the blush rose that's used in this. My son's born in May, so it always makes me think of Nick. But it's so beautiful when you combine it with orange blossom and you combine it with a little bit of the greens that you find in Pure Grace. But it finishes, Katie, the sensuality comes from cedar wood, which from my native California is a scent I just love. And the cedar wood just gives it this warmth as well and grounds it with sensuality.
You almost feel like this reminds me so much of those spring days when the leaves are finally back on the trees, and there's this wonderful breeze that comes in and the light kind of comes in through the leaves. It's that kind of just that warm happiness that is found
pretty.
inside that bottle. And it is pretty.
My daughter wears it every day, and I would describe Caitlin as fresh and sensual and beautiful. And it's funny, whenever she wears this, it immediately makes me think of who she is. But what's nice is I tend to go toward Amazing Grace Ballet Rose. Kate goes toward the Pure Grace Nude Rose. Yet, both of us appreciate the other, and we're the other. And we've kind of rediscovered it through each other.
Well, and that goes back to kind of the generational thing. You're talking mother and daughter in your family.
Yeah.
These are kind of mother and daughters when we talk about
They
the collection.
are.
And all of us, it's that genetic component.
Yes.
You know what? You become your mother. That's what happens. These kind of play beautifully
Watch
off
out,
of each
Kate.
other and with each other. By the way, I love that your daughter's name is Kate. I appreciate that. So well more than 2,000 have been picked up since we launched this month. At the end of the day, featured price, 6 easy payments. This is what we've been celebrating with friends and family with Philosophy all month. Go ahead and pick it up. You've got 30 days. And I know that scent is a very individual, very personal choice.
Absolutely.
That's why we're giving you 30 days. Try it out. I think sometimes we find our scent and then all of a sudden 20 or 30 years pass and it's like, wait a minute. Freshen up, lighten up, delight. Roses fade. The scents do not.
They do not.
And this is how you get to get them, grasp them, enjoy them, and they're very soft. We have the choice here of the Amazing Grace, and then that will come with the Amazing Grace Ballet Rose, or we can do the Pure Grace with the Pure Grace Nude Rose. 6 easy payments for 2 bottles
You can't go wrong.
of $10.19 a month. Good stuff. So we're gonna work back here to your Facebook
Oh,
post.
good. I'm
Thanks
so
for doing that.
glad.
What a great idea,
That was
by
so
the way.
fun.
And you guys look so laid back.